Hey all, it's Bishoy Tadros, author of Break Barriers. I'm here to help you channel the mindset to overcome any of life's obstacles. Whether personal, professional, on the playing field, I want you to walk away from all my videos thinking, if he can do it, then so can I. And I promise you that you can overcome it all. If there's one thing that life has taught me, it's that barriers are meant to be broken. Today, I'm going to help you lay the groundwork for directing your mindset in a position to accept that no matter what your obstacle is, it can in fact be overcome. Now, for as long as I can remember, I've employed this formula to overcoming barriers. In my personal life, I've faced off against assimilating socially as an immigrant child battling cancer, competing and uncovering my athletic capabilities from childhood up until today, navigating unemployment during the financial crisis, juggling a full-time career while writing my book, and following my drive to be a voice for those who feel limited by their obstacles. Grab your notebook really quick and write this down. 3P's equals 2B's, or the long way. Patience plus perspective plus purpose equals broken barriers. You might think that sounds a little cliche, and that's fair, but I'll attest that in my lifetime, I've used this formula time and again to make progress in every area of my life, from nurturing relationships to navigating my career to even improving my marathon time. Let's start with patience. As I define it, patience is understanding you have with yourself that you're not necessarily going to see the results you want when you want to see them. For me, I learned this as a child who saw one doctor after the next in search of an end to a vicious battle with leukemia. Through the guidance of my support system, led by my parents, it was instilled early on that perhaps I won't get that green light when I want it, but to keep doing the right things, to remain hopeful, and most importantly, to believe that it will come. Now obviously, you may not have lived through a battle with cancer, but one universal element that we all share is that we all have our hardships. We're always looking for the light at the end of the tunnel as we navigate those hardships. Whether you're going through one now or experienced one in the past, I want you to reflect on how patience was applied. It was because of this experience that I had in my younger years that I was able to gracefully navigate unemployment to a career that I wanted out of college. I can say that had I not embraced patience at the onset, those 3 years would have been anxiety-ridden, perhaps even worse. I would have given myself a reason to say, you know what, Bishoy, it's time to quit. Patience, my friends. Life throws curveballs at you, and that's okay. Learn from those moments and digest what the universe is equipping you with for the future steps of your journey. Now, follow along with me as I shift to perspective. It's the notion that things in your life happen for a reason, as well as the acceptance that the universe will only deal you the cards that you were built to play. I'm a firm believer that the trials and tribulations that I faced have only empowered me. You may get frustrated at times as you face off against the respective obstacles that life has thrown your way. But I challenge you to operate under the mindset that it is your obstacle because you were made to overcome it. Many times in my childhood, it felt like hurdles were abounding. Over and again, I'd ask myself why I felt so much different than my peers. And now I realize the universe gave me a mission to learn and share from those differences as I did in Break Barriers as I do with you today. So, we've outlined patience and perspective, but in my opinion, they are not made whole without the third P, which is purpose. What do I mean by purpose? I mean a fully concerted effort to exit your comfort zone and unleash your highest power. Purpose tells you to apply for the job you don't feel qualified for, to speak up in that meeting instead of taking a back seat. It means signing up for that race that scares you, traveling to that country, or finally making a decision to invest in yourself holistically. Purpose is the call to test your bounds. I'll warn you that a true call to seeking purpose can be painful. It might be lonely. It will definitely be scary. In Break Barriers, I talk about the moment I had 40 miles into a half Ironman. That moment, when I finally came to peace with my mission, it was decorated by pain, agony, and self-doubt. It was that level of digging within that uncovered a life's calling that I was struggling to move forward with. I encourage you to take the leap and do the things in life that scare the purpose out of you. Hear me now as I recap. 3P's equals 2B's. Your formula and the foundation of your mindset to overcoming life obstacles is going to be founded on how well you apply patience, perspective, and purpose. I hope you find this video helpful. I'm excited to carry on with you, helping you channel the mindset to breaking your barriers.